And I'm live according to the StreamYard. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard today. And my friends, I'm not top notch. No, I've had some fever and don't ask me why, but things are as they are. I'm going to try to see if this works also on my pad. Let's see here, all these buttons and stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to log in to my live, and yeah, it's live anyway. So, my friends, here is a nice thumbnail. It was inspired by a friend of mine, and I hope you are fine, my friends. I know you're going through some hard times. Today's game will be a game called Satisfactory, and that is a very funny game, in my opinion. It's a genre of games where you have to build, manufacture, you have to develop, collect items and stuff. So it's like a game with progress. And I prefer games with some kind of level of progress where you see something is happening. It's not like some games are just, you just start all over, all over, all over, all over again. And I mean, that's like being stuck in Groundhog Day, right? So anyway, I'm gonna share you the starting window. I thought we're gonna start a new game together. Thing is, I'm playing the early access version of the game, and I'm using mods. Mods, for those not familiar with gaming, are simply modifications or added features, or sometimes stuff to make things easier. Some may call it cheats because there are mods made for cheating, but I want to use mods that add to the gaming experience or to the fun. And I'm going to try some of those mods just for fun and see how they work. Cheers, make sure you stay hydrated because you need it. So now I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and you see me in all my glory. A nice t-shirt. And I like this color. It's really nice. It matches this. My little tag there in the corner says DJNIKO, aka Nikolai. Nikolai, that's me. Yours truly. And let's see. Let's present the game window. Where do we have it? Where do we have it? There we do have it. So let's go and play some Satisfactory. And here we go. And continue. This is the game. I thought we are going to start all over. So I think I made a little mistake here, but no matter what, I can show you how it looks when you're further in the game. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to make a special save just for my live streaming. I'm going to do that several games just because it's fun to show some of these games, really. And who knows, maybe I can inspire some like this sort of gaming. So first of all, let's enjoy the view. This is the base I have now, and all this beautiful stuff will be gone when I restart the game. But first I'm going to show you some of the progress in this one, so you see how it can look when you're some distance into the game, really. This is the space elevator. All will be explained in due time. This is the planet. It's a at least partly Swedish development team made this game called Coffee Stain Studios, and they have made some other fun games too. But there's a lots of cheeky humor and fun in this game, really. So this is the view. Thing is, the game is on a fixed biome. That means basically you have like this map, And when you select where to start, you have different places where you can start, really. So this is basically the starter area I prefer most times to use. And what else? On this map you will see, if you put your own markers, like here you have the space elevator, the hub, which is basically our base, the hub habitat, or the hub, whatever you want to call it. It's much about planning ahead, and that means it's an have you played this game a few times, then you can also kind of plan ahead in advance, because when you start a game, it's always as beginner friendly as possible, which makes sense in my world at least. So anyway, this is the place, and I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna go back to the main menu, save game, lost and no plans. That's a fun name. I'm gonna have to think out a new fun game. So exit to main menu. Let's go there. Now question is, what shall we name this new game? Because we are gonna start a new game. The planet is called Massage 2ABB, and that's a little joke. There is another way of sandbox mode, but we don't play that. So what are we gonna name this game? It's gonna be friends only, in case I invite some of my friends later. And we have to first of all get the name for this. And because of today's health issues, I'm gonna call it Fever Friday. That sounds like a good name to start with. I could select to kind of jump into the game with certain parts already done, but I will not do that because I feel it's more fair to those who haven't played this game to see whatever is going on. So these are the starting areas. Note what I said before. All these are on the same planet. It just, depending on where you start, you have access to certain mineral nodes and resources, and eventually you will be forced to move around anyway in one way or another. I feel this starter area is pretty decent for me to start. These more just because I have played this game many times. I could start the more advanced, but just to make it easier, if I'm showing this game to some of you who have never played this game, it's more fair that we start on a more, shall we say, more easy start for you also. So remember, I'm using mods. If you want to know which mods I have used, I will try to mention them when I can, but this game can also be played in the just as it is itself, but I've added some features that I like to use. So it's like Satisfactory with a little extra spicy and extra fun for me. Now let's see what else we have here. We have some settings. Let's add some extra connections, making it more easier. This is also a little bit to make it easier. That means when I get electricity running, to make it easy for me to connect power lines, so I don't have to build many power poles just to be able to hook up everything. So I'm gonna pop it up a little level just in case. And nope, I'm not gonna allow cheats. No need to that. Let's see what else. We have advanced game settings. I'm playing the default. Nah. Starting location, yes. Map, yes. And with that said, why not just get going? So, what am I doing now? Here we are. It's only session only. I will select this. Done. Start the location. Done. And click start again. So let's travel to the planet of massage. I could use a massage right now. My shoulders are a little bit, but that can be also. So Fixit is the corporation that has hired you for this mission. And now we're going to get the introductory video. Pretty funny, actually. My image will block the health meter, basically, for you, but I see everything I need to see. So just a note, in the lower left corner, there is my health, basically, and some other info later, but it won't disturb you when you're watching the game. So here is, first of all, you see you have a little bit of 360 view. So you get this explanation video, and I thought, why not let it run its course to make it easier for you to see the game, what it's all about, really. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. Yes. Build, automate, collect, and then you have to also advance in tech tiers to be able to get access to more technology and also in the later game access to better stuff like weapons and stuff. But that takes a few hours to get there. Just let's see how far we are going to get today in this first session. But I will save this session for you anyway, so anything on this game save will be just done while I'm playing live with you. So that makes it easy for you. If you watch one and then you come to the next, you won't be surprised, or you won't be like shocked that why is it all of a sudden different. And that's also part of the service I want to apply or offer you. If you like this kind of games, just let me know, and you can also ask me if there's any special game that you would like me to use. This multi-tool is crucial for the game, basically, so you need it. And we will get some instructions at the start of the game. First, I'm going to check some basic settings. First is options of the gameplay. You can set the creature hostility, and I will set it on passive because I want to make it a bit easy for myself. I'm born that way, simply. And apply. So, first objective. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base from now on referred to as the hub. Hubbub. Note, Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. They do have some fun humor. So, what does that mean? That means I have to press F, as they say, press F to enter dismantle mode, and then there we go. Now we have if we look in our inventory, let's see, get out of that.
Important fix-it data and communication is recorded and stored in the codex, including these steps.
Look, a nice planet. A star. What? Oh yeah, same one. I turned a little too fast. I was wondering, do I have two of those? No, we only have one. One can be one enough. One fun part is occasionally at night there's a blood moon, and you will also see some other stuff up in the sky, and that's kind of fun. And they have this April Fool feature also, and during Christmas time you have some fun stuff. This you see here is some beryl nuts, E to pick. There we go. And
This is one of multiple edibles we have detected in your vicinity, which are within approved
yes.
categories.
So we need food to compensate whenever we hurt ourselves. So that's something very important to know. This, my friends, is a node. Dianium is a material I have never used before, so probably thanks to those add-ons, I have some stuff I have never done. Now, first step, open the codex. Here's the codex. That explains, that's like a encyclopedia of the game, basically. Stuff you have discovered, stuff you can do, what it is, what it's used for, basic recipes. Later in the game, you can also find what they call alternate recipes. Basically, you can, as you see, production rate when you're using iron ingots is you get 15 per minute in the basic workout. You can speed it up with different ways, or if you use steel ingots, then you can get more per minute. Also, you see where you can make these. Steel ingots can only be made in a machine called Constructor. These iron rods can be made either on a craft bench. That's basically you do it by hand, but you have to do it at the workplace to make it happen. Anyway, so these are like the starting stuff. And you have some tutorials if you need what we're doing. We have done all these, and you can listen to these again if you need to. Recipes, as I said. And as I've done that, so good. Now I can continue. And
second objective, please ensure you have your fix-it incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone.
okay.
Note, according to fix-it regulations, every pioneer should have access to a
Yes. I have to be able to defend myself, otherwise this visit can be very short-lived. So that means I have to find. Here you see all those pre-added stuff I can do already thanks to the add-ons. Ordinarily, this will be very, very empty, but yeah, what can I say? Sometimes it's good to have a little advantage. Now I need to know. This is the inventory. You access it with a tab. Another note. The inventory, when you start a game, you have a very limited inventory, but me, of course, I've added a mod or add-on to the game, which gives me a little bit more space and room in my inventory, which I kind of felt I wanted and needed. So let's equip the little zapper first. This is funny thing. It looks like a whoops. Yep. Over there you see first beast basically, or creature. Yes, we need iron, so let's do the scanner. This wheel will fill up with more different kind of minerals and stuff you can scan for, but as you see right now we can only scan for iron. So let's press mouse button. Dang! And you see on the HUD in the upper corner, you see direction, where to go, and distance. And just because I know it, so I know where to go. So I can basically, no, not let's fight those. So I know that by that cliff in front of us, there are a few iron nodes, at least for this. They are going to tweak the game a little bit during the release of the full. But anyway, now you see, here is the first iron ore, and simple. Let's work. And there we got some iron ore, but we will need more. Over there we see one of those alien life forms that, yeah, I don't really like. These are non-aggressive, but still they hurt you if you get in touch with those bugs. So let's get them out of the way. And let's mine some more, because we're gonna need loads and loads of these minerals. I'm gonna try to stick to the main features of the game and to avoid using the mods too much, because unless you know which mods I'm using, it can be a bit confusing. Now that was a nice rhyme, wasn't it? First I'm gonna collect some more ore, and while I do that, I can see how much I'm gonna get. This little box over there are the hub parts, and that is something I will have to use to build the base. Once I've got the base built, I can develop the hub, because I'm not bypassing the onboarding process. I'm still at what they call tier 0. That means basically to learn the game. I know the game, but I want to show you and help you get the start of the game. So if you have questions when watching this, please add a comment and I'll see and I'll try to answer or address it next time we play this game. But first, Xenomarine, a dog from Marilyn and all those other gems in the SPTV world. The nut, I'm not nuts, it's just food when you need to replenish your health. Let's see, I have a decent amount of iron ore now. Same thing with the inventory. The basic stack is 100 in the original game, but I used a little add-on to have a little bit more space, because yeah, I want it. Now, thing is, over there we see something gaseous, something poisonous. That gas, you need to have a hazmat suit and a gas mask, otherwise you will take damage. So that's a no-no place to go until you have progress to that kind of. So you have to avoid certain places. And just pause the sound. Oh, can't answer the phone right now. So there we go. Anyway, so should I put in? This is a trunk. These different, why I'm collecting these are basically because you will need biofuel. I have, of course, a cheat to get unlimited energy, but what's the point in just cheating a game through? So I'm trying to stick to the core of the game as much as I can. So what I'm doing now, if you see my inventory, I'm collecting some wood, some leaves, that will be used for some biogenerators, so I get some electricity to run some stuff later. While I'm doing this, I'm looking up for my standard place. There is a funny creature. When you jump on its back, you will bounce like you're on trampoline. It's completely harmless. It's just more like an annoyance for you, really. But it's a fun creature. Then there are other creatures that are less friendly, like the spider-looking arachnids. If you have a phobia for spiders, there's a setting in the game to avoid having to see them. Then you see some images of kittens running around instead, which looks pretty hilarious, really. So let's collect some more biomatter first. It's pretty simple. WASD for walking, moving, mouse for movement, E button for pick up, F for this when you're in dismantle mode. Hi there, hi there. Get out of my way. So there we go. Yep. Where did he go? Anyway, funny creatures, funny creatures. So there's another. I've set the game as to see that if this had been in default, these three little charmers would have approached me by now or zoomed in on me, but now they're just aimlessly flying around, and I'm gonna pick them out of the sky before I need to dismantle this, so otherwise they will just up. Ouch. You see? Look at my health meter. That one cost me. Well, got to blame myself. This, my friends, is copper, but I haven't discovered copper yet, so I can't touch it. So I know there's copper, I know there's iron. I also know to make concrete I need limestone. And over there is limestone, as is over there. Yeah, I played this before. Don't you get it, right? Okay. So let's first of all establish a good place for a base. Get some fruit. Always get nuts. Always get nuts. Sorry. Let's see. That's a plant, a boulder. So more here, more here. So I'm thinking about where to put that base, because in the long run, I'm gonna build platforms. I'm gonna put some conveyors and some machinery also. Later on, I'm gonna get access to a chainsaw, and then I can really go for the big plants. But before that, we need to set a good spot for the base in a good vicinity to resources and to use the terrain to your advantage, basically, when you're building. Here's the interesting. This is a bacon plant. I mean, who doesn't like bacon? Come on, it's great. This is a cute little birdie. You see, non-flying bird. He looks like a flower when it's like that. I guess he's teasing. So this looks like a thing between a lizard and a bird. He's a cute one. You'll see doggos later on. Those are reddish dog-looking. Oh, here's another one. Hi there. But doggos you can actually tame by giving them a fruit that looks very much like raspberry. I don't remember the correct name of it in game, but when I find them, I'll tell you. So now I've collected quite a bunch of biofuel. There you see a moon coming up. The sun is starting to set. So that means soon there will be nighttime. So there is a day and night cycle in this game, unless you use another mod or add-on to bypass that. But I felt like, let's go for it. And we have iron there, we have copper there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna build here. This looks like a good spot to start with. Fair distance to everything as a start. Otherwise, I can just simply dismantle and rebuild later. That's the advantage. If you need that, like you want to transfer the position or you need for later. So let's do the first building, and whenever these stuff come up, you see you can build stuff. So let's build the hub, and let's start. This is how the hub looks when it's completed, but don't be disappointed when we build it because it's gonna look less in the start. Hello Maya, welcome to another space adventure with Nico. So there you see, this is all we got as a start. Congratulations. So here we have the first workbench. You see how nice at the workbench. We have a vise. Don't put your fingers in there. We have a oven. And what does this look like? So fuse box, I think. And more fun details. Actually, they have hidden much fun little Easter eggs in this game, so it's fun to see what they have. Like you see, they call the corporation Fix It. Nice to see you, Maya. I liked your little short live. It was really fun. So first we access this one. This is the place where we turn ore into ingots unless we have smelters and stuff. And we can also do other stuff later on, but for now, let's stick to the gameplay. We plus that one for crafting. And I can also use just hold space, and I don't have to keep the mouse button pressed. Let's make some iron. Not that I'm an Iron Man, but anyway. Now we have some iron ingots. Now, to advance this very, very basic build, this will be your hub and base. So let's go and interact with the hub terminal. Here we have some milestones and stuff. These are some extras you'll see later. But the basic of the game is tier 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, basically, something like that. Or 8. It's almost like the OT levels, but they do have 9 and 10 in this one, so they beat that anyway. So the first one we have to work for is hub upgrade. What we can make is a portable miner. That means I can put it on a resource node and let it work for itself. It looks really funny when it starts. You get more inventory slots, which are a must-have, especially if you're playing unmodded. We get an equipment workshop because you cannot make everything on your workbench. Some stuff are simply just possible to make by machine, workbench, or workshop. So some functionality has been kind of split up. Hi, old guy, fly old guy. Nice to see you. Have you played Satisfactory? I think you have, right? So you know the odds and ends, I think. But so let's get ourselves some more metal. And I need to first make these ingots before I can make those rods, which I need to be able to advance the game or to advance the technology here. So nice to see you in here. And I think they're like puns in Coffee Stain Studios. That I must say. I'm not sponsored by them, but I do like their style of game making and all the little shenanigans they like to have. Thank you. And you're also waiting for version 1.0. It's coming up very soon, so we are playing still the early access one, right? And I'm using mods. So if you like, you can make very fun versions of this game just for yourself. But I mean, what's life without some fun, right? Let's gonna make some plates. And I have to, sometimes you can make it lock. Sometimes you have to, I don't know how I do it, but sometimes I manage to lock so I don't have to keep pushing the, so either I use left click or the space bar, but sometimes when I combine them, I get it to do it all by itself. That means I don't have to wear my mouse or keyboard out just for that. So now I made all those plates, but still I need iron rods because after all, that's what they asked for first, but I'm just ahead of the curve, sort of. There we go. So have you tried Tectonic and similar games also, or I think you have played Factorio too, right? Those not playing these games, those are just gibberish names, but you find most of these games on either Steam or Epic Games. If you have a membership on Epic Games, you might even pick up free games. Like last week, they handed out a few versions of Fallout. I mean, not bad to have if you like those kind of games. And so I've played recently. I played Foundry. I haven't played Satisfactory for a little while actually, but I thought it would be a fun game to show off for friends and gaming interested people, basically. So if you have any questions about the game, either put it in chat or leave a comment, and I'll try to address them, give you whatever advice I might know. I'm no pro. I'm just a guy liking to play games. To quote Joshua in War Games, shall we play a game? Oh, I can't really make that speech synthesis, especially when I'm. But anyway, I'm now gonna produce all those rods I can after I've transformed all the ore into ingots. And later on, I'm gonna build smelters. I'm gonna build everything. I'm gonna automate this process as much as possible. Ah, a quick double tap on the space bar and you get it to do it automatically if you just want to produce one thing. If you just want to spend a certain amount of the stuff, then you might be helped by doing it by hand each step in the way. But if you have your own channel, I'm gonna check out your channel later because, as I say, I like networking and I like to get to know gamers. I'm gonna see what happens when I check there. Oh yeah, great. Now I'm subscribed to your channel too, and I'm gonna promote your channel too as you're a guest in my channel. I feel like that's the least I can do. So here is our distinguished guest, Fly Old Guy. But don't forget, we also have the amazing artist and creator Maya, who also pleasantly enough has agreed to be one of my moderators because Maya is a very amazing person. And I really enjoy our conversations because we have many fun talks. So let's see. First, I have to get down to. I have a whole bunch of these links of creators, but let me see where I have yours. Otherwise, you can post your link if you want to, Maya, also, but you have my permission to post both SPTV and SPTV Gaming and your link all those we mentioned. I mean, like Lady Jane Out, as example, a friend of mine. Let's see where we have you. Oh, there we go, there we go. Come on, scroll, scroll, scroll. And there we go. Copy link. And if you like art and some nice talks, check out this channel because she is amazing. So there is Maya's and there is Fly Old Guys links. Now, my friends, back to gaming. Anyway, while I was talking and talking and talking, I got those iron rods. So let's go and start. No, stop hitting the machine. Okay, I did that on purpose. Step 1 is I need milestone is 10. So that means active milestone here. Let's add some. Oh, smart of me, of course. Did I select it? No, I did not. So, done that. What am I doing? Oh, yes. In this version, I have to do it like this. I queue it. What am I? Let's interact. As always, when you haven't played a game, what do? You mess up. You drop here to add the item. Okay, let's see if I try. Well, let's try again. Add to the do list? No, I don't need to. I can. Drag and drop schematics here to add them. Okay. There we go. Step 1, we need to make that. Step 2 is add this little fellow, which is an extra. Those others will pop up later in the game anyway. So what does that mean? That means when we go to the active milestone over here, now you see all of a sudden, when I did it the proper way, I need 10 iron rods. I do have them there. And now we can punch the button and that will upgrade the hub. Let's do that. Ta-da! Look, we got a frame. Isn't that nice? And now we have a little secret box. No, it's not secret. This is like personal storage. Later in game, if you wanna, if you don't have this little feature, then you will need storage space in another way than I do. But it's very important to have this anyway. So if I don't want to drag everything with me all over, then this is a good way to store it. Now we see next step in the process. Active milestone, select hub upgrade 2. We need plates. These are to start now to open up the copper, which I already know where it is, but the game pretends like I don't know it. So I can do it like that if I just want to. Anyway, so let's make some more, get some iron. I mean, it's not that far away. But first I could make myself one. Yeah, I'm playing this game a little bit half distracted, really. Those are some cheats and stuff. But here we have production, a craft bench. But I already have one, right? But I want this, the equipment workshop. Let's put it there for now. Looky, all that stuff just for me. Isn't that nice? And let's get rid of those debugging. And let's see what else we have here. No, we don't need any more of that. Interact, yes. Another device, keep your fingers to yourself. Portable miner, what do we need? Plates and some, so let's make a few miners. One. So I can make a few of those, so I'm gonna make a bunch of them. That means I don't have to stand there and hack all the time. So I can just go and pick up some of the iron. And also other materials later when I cannot unlock those. So now we have a bunch of those. Let's go and you see, sun is setting, I think. Or did I miss the night? No, I'm not sure. But this is very dynamic, this sky. The night sky is really beautiful in this game, actually. So I'm just missing the northern lights. Then again, I'm not in the Nordic countries when I'm on this planet. I'm way off base. So let's get here, and step one, we need to press portable miner in the hands. There we go. There we go. I'm going to add 4 of these. I'm just going to make it easy for me by simply adding them, and then I can just select them. You see, this is a machine I'm keeping in my hand. Let's deploy it and look at it. It almost looks like a little spider or something like, or like a droid from Star Wars. You see, it acts like a transformer, and all of a sudden you have it doing its work. So let's make one more there. Look again, open up, and shape it up. And there we go. Support is done. Like you see, and now we have formed this drill. Now if I press E, you see it's producing 80 ore per minute, which means I can do other stuff and still get my ore. So let's get grab all the ore. There we go. I have some ore. But I thought I'm going to place 4 of these bodies here for a start. I had a few more there, one more there, and there's the final one. Let's put you there. There we go. That means I have like 320 iron ore per minute produced without lifting a finger. That can never be bad. As I say, any advantage is a good advantage. But then again, I did have a few more of these bodies, so why not do the same here? Let's place a few more there. Then later I'm gonna put a drilling rig here, and then I can simply just get the ore to wherever I want it. That's the thing with these. I have to go and empty them from time to time when they're filled. What do you think about this game, Maya? Is this something you can imagine yourself playing sometime? I think I have enough to the next level off. So let's go back to the hub. And by pressing space, like in most games, you can jump. Later on, you can use jetpack to fly. You can build vehicles to drive. And those vehicles can be pretty cute, actually. So anyway, here is the... But we need to make lots and lots of iron ingots as a start. So let's select iron ingots and start producing iron. Then I need both iron rods and iron plates for the first research. Tasty. I need that. So anyway, how far have we got? We have done first step on the tier 0 research. And of course I'm adding some extra stuff from the modding. I'll try to avoid some of the modding for now as much as possible. Some are already influencing the game experience for you, but I'll try to keep it as vanilla as possible for you anyway. Take care, old guy, fly old guy, and catch you later, guy. Nice to meet you too, and thanks for coming. And I'll see what we can do with this game. First of all, we need lots of iron ingots. And then I'm going to process them into plates and rods. And later, as soon as I can, I'm going to automate the process. That means I have to make sure I have power supply. I have to hook up the machines. I have to connect them with conveyors. It's management 101. That's like what factory games are all about. Run around, manage, and discover, and hopefully you can have some fun while you're doing it. I mean, a game is supposed to be a game, not a job, right? So that's why when you play games, when you feel like they are too much of work and too little fun, then you just switch between games. But this is a fun game, and I like the cheekiness of it. And some of the machines have pretty funny names if you just read between the lines of what they have actually named them, so to speak. Oh, sorry. What was I thinking about me? My nose is itching. Anyway, let's see how much ingots we have. I think I have enough for. I do need like 200 for plates. I have to make sure I have 200 plates. And then I need at least. I have iron rods enough for next step. I will need more for later on. And let's see what we can do with this game. So far, so good. I'm waiting until I have at least 200. I'm looking here at how much I can produce. There is a sheet which makes that you can produce much more, much faster. But as I said, I'm trying to stick to the basic gameplay as much as I can this time. Just to make it a little more fair for those who, because first of all, there is this add-on manager you can add that will keep track of your modifications, and if you want to select to use certain in certain games and not in other games, then you can do that. But someone just to speed up the game for you, and someone just if you're lazy like me. basically. So I also shut down the background music in the game in case it would be copyrighted. Also, you can build a ghetto blaster later, and you can find cassette tapes on certain places or buy them in game to have different kind of background music if you want to. That's pretty fun and cool too. So they've done a very thorough job with this game. They have thumbs up for the graphics and the creative thinking and the way they have started up this storyline. And I look forward to see the full and whole storyline once they release the full version of the game. And that can be interesting and fun, I think. So that should be enough for now. Let's do some iron plates. I need at least 200 something. You see, it takes 3 ingots in basic mode for 1 iron plate. No, 3 ingots make you 2 plates, if I read this correctly. Yes, that's correct. And then you have a version where you use 1 ingot and you get 10 plates. So you can see how those mods really speed up the game for you if you're into that. But yeah, let's stay vanilla. And now let's see, how much plates do I have? Yeah, starting to get there when I want. Then I need to do some more later, I'm sure. So I'm gonna make some more rods also. Not rod Stewart, but iron rods. Let's see. I think, yeah, that's enough for now. Let's make some rods. These are 1-to-1 ratio in this basic recipe. That's also something to consider later in the game when you start to build stuff and combine, like as example, there's a recipe where you combine iron plates and iron rods. It may require 2 plates and 1 rod, or 2 rods and 1 plate as example. So when you're getting rods and plates, you might have to make, unless you want to have like bottlenecks in your production, you might have to have like 2 producers of 1 item and 1 producer of 1 item just to get the flow even. That can also be regulated later on with different speeds on conveyor belts or overclocking machines and stuff like that. So there are options to every step how you want to do. So now you see we need 200 iron plates, and I just happen to have that. So let's put 200 there. Let's put 50 of those there, and we can punch the upgrade. And that means we have automated some new buildings. Here is a funny thing. This one makes anything in the game, anything you want. This one too, you can produce anything you want. So if you want to cheat, that's the way to go. But I'm tempted, but I won't. Here's something also, an add-on for you to use logical circuits if you want to do that. But let's wait with that. I'm just removing these tags on these outlets to hook up stuff, logistics. This stuff will be self-explanatory later on. I will just, this one, these are like added features, and all these, like this little cute machine runs on solar power, just know. And this is basically the same tractor that you will build later on, but then it will be running on biofuel or some kind of gasoline or oil or stuff like that. Also, we will be able to build stuff. So we are offered some stuff here, but I don't really need that for now. And also, you see, this is the berry that we need to tame those doggos later on. So you can, if you have enough of these, then you can plant and have your own farm. Stuff like this. And here are some designs and decorations, you'll use it. Here are different build materials. Here is the one I was looking for. Researcher. This is basically like a research machine. Once you have started to... Hi, Mandy. Great to see you. Maya, Mandy, can you post your channel link also so those gaming interested can find your channel too? I mean, you can post both your Twitch and your YouTube channel if you like to. We are playing Satisfactory, in case you didn't recognize the game already. This is still the early access, but I know it's coming soon. Also, we have this menu down here, so we can drag down Researcher if we want to. No, I don't need that chat mode now. There we go. I need wire to make one of those. Anyways. What was I thinking? Nothing. Let's go back and advance the next level. Yeah, I have enough rods. I have enough plates because I knew it would come. And look at the hub now. The hubbub has grown.
Congratulations. You have unlocked hub feature, biomass burner, scanner feature, copper, new buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively.
Yes. So to be able to harness electricity, I have to use this machine and put in biofuel or this stuff.
Advice: automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
This will be our little office. It won't have that much practical use, really. It's more like a feature in the game. Little office bench and anything you need when you're working on a strange planet. Thanks for the link, thank you. And let's go and fetch some, let's see what, now we can scan for copper. Good, that means I can put a few of those miners at the copper ore while I go fetch some of the iron ore. As in most of these games, it's lots of go here, get that, go back, go there, get that, go back, and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Yep, I know you're there. So let's first start with mining some copper. Imagine that chisel never wears out. I mean, I wonder what material they really use for that one. I only have one portable miner, but never mind. I can make more later. Come on, there we go. Let's put you there. Look at the fun animation. What do you think, Mandy? Doesn't it look cute? I think it's pretty cute. They have really put some effort into this, I think. In my opinion, anyway. So let's go and pick up some ore because I think they look, yep, they look like they are maxed 500. That means grab all that. Oh, I have to show you this bird creature over here. I don't know if you saw it before. This little creature looks like a crossbreed between a snake and a bird. It can't fly, but it can run around and squeak sometimes. But when it stands still, it tries to imitate the flowers. I think it's its way to eat and get some. Hello. Just gonna follow it around a little bit for the fun of it. So anyway, this is the vicinity of the base. Yeah, I can do that. Now when we look at the left-hand corner of the screen, there's some, you got to do this stuff to continue or to advance the game, so I guess we better do that. We need a recipe in the smelter, biomass burner we need for hub. But before I can hook anything up, I need to have some copper, and that's why I'm waiting a little bit for the... I think I'm going to pick one of these guys up and basically move it over to the copper because I have enough iron for right now anyway. Yeah, let's do that. The best part is you can co-op with friends if you like to. So you can like plan a base together and build together, and that means one person can focus on building and you can send the other one to fetch resources or stuff or manage different parts of the area or stuff like that. So you can do pretty much, very much interactive in this game with your friends. And also you can make some fun gestures. I like that animation. I keep saying it, but it looks so cute. It's like waking up and then let's go to business. And to access those things I have in my inventory, everything I had in my hand, I access by scrolling the mouse wheel. So it's very simple. And to access this, my inventory menu, I use tab button. Okay. Now I need to select next level in the progress. Let's see, upgrade 3. What do we need for this one? We drag it there and see what they want. They want... Now you see we need copper wire, so we have to get that. And then we get the power pole, we get the constructor. So no use in making any of these machinery until you basically have the basics for electricity, so you can hook everything up. Unless I'm lazy and I pull out one of those magic electrical plants that just keep giving and giving without any reason really. But nevertheless, now let's go back to the hub and make some ingots. Here we go. Anyone need some popcorn? Just bring the popcorn, and we have the oven over here. Well, I'm not sure it's that healthy, that popcorn, but it could be fun to try, right? So let's activate. Oh, we have lots of iron. Let's do a few moments. If you haven't played this game, any first impressions of the graphics or what I'm doing? Is it totally random, or do I have some kind of plan to my madness? If you think so, either way, you can add a comment either in the chat or in comment after the game, because I mean, this is a game, and I'm gonna have me some drink, non-alcoholic, but as I'm being a bit ill today, I need to hydrate and keep myself hydrated. And I'm drinking some sugar-free stuff because of my diabetes. But I have some friends that are very stern and firm about it being as unhealthy for me. So I don't know what to do about it, really. Best would be to not have any diabetes or anything like that. But it's not like I can just choose and pick like, oh, I want to get rid of it. I simply have to live with it. And let's see. How much ingots have I made? Yeah, that will be enough for now. Now let's make some copper ingots, because copper is what I need most for the next step. Then I can automate the process of producing these stuff, and then I don't have to stand here all day and melt ore into ingots or combining ore to other stuff. And I can also start the first steps of production, really. Also, I will try to make a preliminary base first, because later in the game you will be able to build some kind of base floor or some kind of flooring, whatever you want to call it. But that means you can organize and place out stuff more the way you want it. You can also use blueprints in this game, which means if you want to build certain machines or stuff, then you can save those blueprints, and just as long as you have everything you need for it in the inventory, you can just go and pop it out of the blueprint and just smack bang build it up wherever it's allowed or possible to do. So some people can even share some really awesome builds. Like I've seen some people build like highways, railway tracks, because you can use either those tiny tractor trucks or bigger trucks to transport stuff. You can build a railway where you can either transport fluids or solids. Then you can have conveyor belts from one side of the planet to the other, but that also means it will cost you lots of build materials to do that. So there's a pros and cons with everything. And also you have to make sure you have a decent power supply all the time. In the later phases of the game, there will be access to nuclear power, but that will also come with nuclear waste and radiation. So there's always trade-offs with everything in this game, which make it more interesting, because that means you have to think ahead of what you're doing and why and how you're doing things. But then again, I mean, if a game is too easy, then you also lose interest in it, right? So in my opinion, this is good for the brain, really. I mean, to be able to process things, to think out, to plan, to fulfill assignments, to get stuff done, really. So I can start the biomass burner once I have something needing the power source. So first, let's drag some plates over there. We're gonna place some rods over there, some wire, copper wire, and spank that button. And let's see how the hub looks now. New building parts. What do we have? Now we can go for limestone. Here's a new part. Look at this. Toilet. An office. Where's my coffee mug? There's a pencil. This is also funny how they've done this. And you see a bunk bed, but you're alone here. And you have your own little, you can't use them, it's just for looks. But you see, you have your little fridge, sink. I wonder what that is. Yeah, it's getting more cozy, at least. I mean, come on. You have to make do with what you have, right? Let's see on the build. We have some special stuff. I will avoid to use them, even if I'm so tempted, because I'm used to use them. So this is the new thing we got, the constructor and the smelter. These two fellows will make work much easier for us once we hook them up. we need power line, but for power lines we need cable. And for those, you see, to build the power pole, we need some wire, some rod, and concrete. For that we need some limestone. And let's check the inventory, and we have no of those machines, so let's build a few more of these. Let's build a handful of those. 2, 3 of those will do. This is just for the start, because later on when I put on mining rigs, then I can just extract the ores straight away and process it closer to the hub. So at the start you have to run around, or to quote some movie, run away, run away. I think that was Monty Python, I'm not sure. When I get a chance, I'm gonna bump on that creature. It's pretty funny to see, because it's like a bouncing board. It's funny to just jump on it, like boing. So here we know we have, so if we look, we have limestone, we have iron, we have copper. So let's scan for limestone, just to pretend I don't know where it is. Yep, over there. You kind of guessed I knew where it was, right? Because I told you earlier, there is some limestone over there. And looky here, we have another of these alien creature farms. So I'm gonna get rid of these, otherwise they can be pretty excited. Yeah. I put them on passive mode so I can hunt them, but still they hurt if they run into you. Come on. Ouch. You see? That hurt. Let's mine some limestone. Next, what do we do? Yep, you guessed it. We're gonna place a few of these cute little miners, which means I don't have to stand there hacking all my day away. So first, you be a volunteer. Looky, looky, wakey, wakey, do the work. Good boy. Good little boy. Next, let's see where we can place you. There we can place you. Good. Another one over there. And the third, fourth. You go there. Good. So I'll let these work a little while so I can just collect, and I can show you some of the environment, because this is made in Unreal Engine and the graphics are really great and fun. So I mean, come on, you're on a strange planet. You see there? And it's a fun place, as long as you don't expose yourself for unnecessary. And look there, we have the plant birds. You observe them from distance, you see? Cute, aren't they? So anyway, let's go back and see how much. Here is a doggo. Here's a doggo. Yeah, I don't have a berry, but you can tame these by putting a berry in front of them, and then they will start to fetch you things. They are like cute little dogs basically in the game, so that's pretty cute. I don't think they have any real cats in this game, which I find very weird. I mean, come on, a world without cats isn't a world. Grab all there. Grab all there. I think I should have enough limestone for the basics now. Go back to the hub. And as you see, I pick up some shrubbery on the way just to have biomass for now. Later on, I can probably farm that too. Or was that an add-on? Well, we'll see about that once we get that far. Hi there. Oh, you heard that. I don't know if you heard the bird there when it was sounding like something weird. So let's make concrete. So now we are making concrete. I mean, that's pretty concrete, isn't it? Oh, I have some bad dad jokes. You have to get used to those if you're gonna be able to live with my jokes. This recipe is 3-to-1, so 3 limestones per concrete package in the vanilla. And let's make enough now to... I think I didn't select the next upgrade level, but I can do that pretty soon. And look there, we also open up the screws and the cable. We'll need all of those. So I'm gonna make some more copper once I've done all the concrete. What do you think about this game this far? Let me know. I've seen some people do this game like with time lapses and stuff, but I'm not that advanced really yet anyway, so who knows in the future what I can do, but for now you have to make do with things go in real time, more or less. Come on. There we go. Let's make some more copper so we can get some more wire, so we can get some more cable, so we can fry our fingers. No, we're not gonna do that. So, how is your Friday going, by the way? I hope you have a great Friday this far. I mean, there's lots of fun things to do. And I hope you are doing some of those fun things. I'm just gonna have a look-see at how far into the... Yeah, I'm gonna end this set soon so I don't make too long sets, because that can be a bit too much of the fun for people. So let's make some more copper wire. And then I'm gonna make some cable. And then all of a sudden I can research some more. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need more plates and rods. So that means I have to manufacture more. So that's why I'm trying to get ahead in the development as fast as I can. Let's build some cable. And after that, let's see, next research level or upgrade of the hub. So I'm kind of thinking of finding a good, not cliffhanger, but sort of a cliffhanger, a good spot to kind of reach this far, and then we can like take a break, and then when you come back, it feels natural to continue the game if you're in on my idea. So there we have the terminal, and let's see. That was done. We open up screws. Here's a combination of iron plates and screws, I think, to get reinforced iron plates. That will be a very much used item in the game. Screws, you use rods to get. That means you have to start to link up the process. Concrete from limestone, power pole, as I showed, Constructor is where you start to manufacture these stuff. So let's have a look, see what we need for the next upgrade level. And for that, we need 75 iron plates. We need cable. We have concrete. We also have, I think we should have. Yes, we have. So I need to make some more iron plate. And then I can do the research. So first, some more ingots, because I'm gonna need some, let's see here. Concrete. There's the new one, the reinforced iron plate. This is the new recipe also, yes. It was there before, but I didn't mention it or just didn't notice it. Either way, there it is. So now I'm gonna produce some more stuff, just enough to make it possible to produce. Let's see how much iron I'm using. I think that's enough. I need iron plate most of all, so let's make some iron plate. I will use some rods also, because I'm gonna need that when I do power poles, and I'm gonna need a few power poles if I'm gonna link up with the mining sites with these ore extractors and smelters. But that's all like further down the road in the tech tree, so to speak. The interesting part is that you have the MAM, a special research where you put resources to get some specific stuff. Like if you have food items, you can use in that. And then you have when you find like sulfur, this metal looks goldish. It's caterium. You'll find coal. You find quartz. That's without giving away the game, but those are a few of those minerals that are in the game. Each mineral have its own properties and can be used for different stuff. And sometimes you can combine like iron ore and coal to get steel, which is pretty logic when you consider the production, how you produce steel in the real world here also. I mean, so there are some, then they have to of course have their own things, their own tech tree. But I feel their tech tree is pretty solid. They have really put an effort into it, so it feels, I feel there's a logic to everything in this game, and that's important also in a game, that you feel like there is some meaning to what you're doing. So those things I like most about this game is really exploring, building and organizing stuff. I mean, even that I have played this game many times before, there's still always options for me how to do things, how to plan, how to decide to have things done. So now let's see, we have the plates over there, we have that over there, and let's see, we have some. So we open up the next level, and let's see how it looks now.
Congratulations, you have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots. 9th objective, complete hub upgrade 5. Note, portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice, when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
So let's see, what did we open up this time? We open up the conveyor belts, which are very important. Also, as I mentioned, inventory slots are a premium. You always need them. What do we need here? Oh, yes, we have everything we need for almost everything we need for that. Then this is what we need to get the ore off the nodes. We need the conveyor belts to get the ore from the miners to the smelter, then from the smelter to the constructor. Also, we will get the storage container where we can store stuff on the way, which is a must-have also, basically. I mean, otherwise you have to run back and forth all the time to keep track of stuff. That way you can have the production up and running and go away and focus on next thing, as long as you have control over your electrical supplies. I'll have to attend to a little thing, but I'll be back in just a moment. I found something that I need to throw in the... There we go. It was something. And I'm back. Sorry for that little delay. And let's see what I have. So now we should have enough iron. Let's sort and see how much iron we have. Yes. We need some plates. And we're gonna need some rods. That will do. Let's do some rods. Just for fun of it, I'm gonna make some screws. No, I'm not gonna accept us. You're saying screw you. I'm not gonna do that. Like Cartman says, screw you guys, I'm going home. So let's make some of these. So you get one screw out of one iron rod. That's good. As I said before in the beginning, there are different alternative recipes also. So sometimes there are ways to get stuff much faster, much more. Like this is a special sheet when you want to paint stuff later in game. I can show you some if you want to do. Or you can put like arrows and markings and stuff on the paths, which makes it a little bit more fun for yourself to keep track of where you're going and stuff like that. And let's see, some more rods so I don't run out of them. And oops, there we go. We have enough, we have enough, we have enough. Good. Go to the active. Oh, didn't I select you? Well, let's do it now then. And we go there, we go there, And we go there and punch the button. I wonder where everything goes. Nah, you know. So here comes the next fun part.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Building Miner Mark 1. Building Storage Container. Hub feature additional biomass.
So now we have two of these.
Tenth
I
objective.
have not used them yet, but I will have to use them soon.
There are no notes.
Let's see what's needed for next upgrade. So we'll complete this. See if there's anything new here. Nope. Toilet is still the same. Kitchen is still the same. Bed is still the same. I still have no mug, but I do have something that looks like a chair. That's something new anyway. No teddy bear. What's this? Bad service, bad service. Okay, let's get the next one. So, these are crucial steps on the way. As you see, biomass burners are necessary for biomass can be produced from leaves and wood. So there is something with that. Okie doke, what do we need? More of those, more of those, more of those. Those we have enough. Okie doke, let's do that. And then I think we should be on the verge of completing this first tier. Scratchy, scratchy, scratchy. So let's get some of that. Yeah, I could build a smelter and everything, but I'm trying to get so I don't have to rebuild stuff. That's why I'm doing as much as I do by hand in the beginning, and then I can do the automation at once later instead. I'm kind of challenging myself just for the fun of it. Well, this is a fun game anyway. At least I think so. And I'm the one playing the game, so I kind of have the advantage of doing that. Cheers. And if you like gaming or have ideas, just let me know and give me a suggestion if there's any particular game you want to try and play with me. I mean, come on, some games you have to play one single player, but there are games where we can co-op and play together. So if there's any game like, I'm very curious how it would be to work together on Planet Crafter as example, or here in Satisfactory with some of my friends. So I'm leaving the opportunity there. If I know someone is open for it, we can try a co-op game to see what we can do. And then there's a game for my friend Mandy that I really recommend for you, and that's the Worshippers of Cthulhu. And it's a demo this far, but I might do an easy playthrough just to show you how cruel it can be to be a cult leader, sort of. Which is pretty ironic considering we are trying to take down a cult, that there is a game where you are able to be a cult leader. That's kind of a bit backwards, but funny. At least I think so. It's ironic anyway, if nothing else. But I think I have enough iron for now. I do need more copper. Yes, indeed I do. I think I got a message earlier. Let's see. Gotta check this one out on the phone. What's this? Oh, there we go. Okay. Good. Goody. Can check that later then. It's not like Rome is burning, so there's nothing critical. Let's get enough copper so I can cover the need, the demand. And then we can complete this tier. So, how far has this game been going? I've been playing this game for 1 hour and 28 minutes this far, and all in first session. So pretty soon we are done with this session, and then I can save this game whenever I like to, of course, and I will save it, and this will be a dedicated Satisfactory just when I'm live streaming it. And perhaps, and also I made it possible for friends to join me in this one, so if there's any one of my so-called streamer friends or any other gamer friends, just let me know and we can set up a possibility so we can play together. I mean, that would be fun. I think we need some kind of distraction or relaxation. That doesn't mean we don't care. That only means that we just kind of put our minds at ease for a little while, because we need some relaxation also sometimes. If you're just in work mode all the time, that will wear you out, and that's not good either. So let's see. Now I have enough copper wire. I need some, let's see how much I have of everything. Do I have rods enough? No, I need rods. Plate I do have. Okay, let's make some rods. There we go, some rods. Now I should have enough. Add some iron plates. And that will do for now. Let's go and let's look at the night sky first. Look at that planet, and it looks like we're somewhere in the Milky Way, doesn't it? I'll try to move this slow so you don't get vertigo or nausea. But you see, this is a night sky. Sort of. So I think that is supposed to be the moon then. But it's a beautiful, beautiful place to be. A bit lonely. I'm so lonely. Yes, that's Acon. But anyway, let's see. Rods, we have, there you go. Plates, we have, there you go. Wire, there you go. And concrete. And let's punch it in. And now we're going to see something funny. I think. Yep.
Congratulations. You have unlocked building space elevator, building biomass burner, part biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service. Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones here to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols.
This little machine will
Note,
transport stuff you produce.
constructing the space elevator and as such initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I'm the one having to do all the work. So, this is the hub when completed. Let's see how the office looks if it's completed also. There used to be a mug. They have removed the mug. How can they do that? I want my mug. Then again, I can buy it later on in game, because you can, if you have excess of stuff, you can always trade them in something called a sink. I'm not going to use this one yet. No, I'm not. Let's see, what have we opened up? So tier 0 is done. This one is extra stuff. This is extra stuff. This one I made. Here are alternative recipes. I could do that, or I can wait with them until later with your permission. This is to get me more inventory slots. I can do that straight away, and that will simply just give me that. Here are even more stuff. I'm gonna get those. We can make some nice signs. Can never have too much of those. Circuitry is also if we want to use logic in the game to automate some process and stuff. Buildable nodes, resource nodes, that means I can place out my own nodes, which can be a good thing to have. We have alternative power by wind turbine. That could be fun. More recipes, stuff that shows up in the game later. So basically, instead of having to look for those resource nodes, I could basically create them, but I'll wait with those. Here is what I'm looking for. Foundations. When I put these foundations, they are not conductive, so they cannot conduct electricity, but it makes easy for you when you build, when you can have like a floor plan, because when you put this pattern, then you know this much space for this machine and so on and so on. That makes it easier for you kind of plan and keep order. Otherwise, it can be very messy. So this one is top priority really for me. Logistics, always good to be able to split up items or to merge. And this means you can also use vertical conveyors, not only horizontal ones, and that's good. What else can we do? We can, to build that MOM, molecular analysis machine. This is like analysis machine which will open new recipes, also access to the map, and so we can make your own storage box wherever we go. Beacons, which is very good to have. More hand slots and inventory slots. If I wouldn't have that add-on, then I would be in desperate need of this one. So I'm gonna queue this one up too. But as you see, some of this stuff needs resources, and I had to produce them first. This is a fun thing to build. This is really fun stuff to build with. I'm gonna add this add-on later on, not yet. And this is the same concrete stuff to build a little bit more advanced stuff. Same here, build stuff. It's like frames, glass frames, so you can make the buildings more aesthetic. Same here, wire fence stuff, ramps, walls, frames, mesh, different kinds. Also, I think there should be, openings for belts. And this is what I like to use, these bollards and these flashing lights to mark certain places. It gives that little extra. So that one I might use later. Here is also for building. Here's to add some extra fencing. That's also kind of, eye candy sort of in the game. What else do we have? Here's also looks like, so it looks like you have like cable support and stuff like that. This needs something I don't have yet, and that's steel beams, what I was talking about before. This one will come later on. We also have in tier 2, you see, we have much of funny stuff. So we can process and create biofuel, which we will need. But before we get there, I have to open up some tech and stuff and do some stuff. Here's how to light up the place nighttime. Here's some colored glass, make some stuff more fancy. Build an elevator, can be useful when you build bigger factories. Here's that farming I mentioned in the start. And this is buildable. This is how quartz looks. Some of these things I might do, not yet. And this is a biomass generator that could be useful for that. But I'm not sure when I can do. Here you see, I can make myself employee of the Planet Cup later on. And also the most tiny little cute car. This is like, it's as big as a shopping cart. And it's really cute, but you can drive with this little fellow also. Caterium, as I said, looks a little goldish. More walls, building. These are like bigger foundations. Makes, if you build bigger stuff, it makes it more practical for you. This is also something that I will have to open up the chainsaw so I can cut down trees. And so I can start produce biofuel, which is very good. It's more efficient than biomass or leaves or wood. So we're going to add that one to the research. Still, I need to get certain stuff. This is a way to, this is like a jelly pad. If you jump from higher height, instead of landing straight on the ground and hurting yourself, you kind of land in yellow. That makes the landing bit safer, and then you step out of it, and your health meter down in the left-hand corner doesn't get hurt. This is the sync program, which means basically you can stuff you don't need, you can send, and you get paid in tickets. Those tickets you can use in the shop. Color cartridge is to apply patterns, or which you can buy in the shop. Or this is the same one to paint and apply patterns. You need this little nifty machinery. So we're going to add that to the research queue. Also faster conveyor belts. And so we can stack conveyor belts on top of each other and a faster vertical. So let's add that one too. What do we have over there? What's hiding over there? Oh yes, that's more walls. We can add that one too. So let's see, what did I miss over here? I can do that, I can do that, I can do that one without any problems. I'm just thinking what to add. Even that I'm using add-on, most of these are more like, how shall I say, cosmetic stuff. So it's more like, what will I probably use later on in game? And that said, let's see here. That's not important. That's not important. I'll wait with the alternative recipes for now, just to pretend that I'm not going to cheat later in game. Well, that's me. That's me. That's me in the corner. So that's how it looks. What have we opened up? Biomass burner. This one has better efficiency. This is a space elevator. This is something we need to build because we need to ship stuff up into project assembly, as it's called. That's the target why they have sent us here. This is what we're going to build on those ore nodes, a miner, and then we're going to use conveyor belt. And if need be, we can combine with these poles to make them out of our way, either above us or so we can go beneath them. Somehow we can make it work. We have also pipelines for fluids later on. So these are some certain special stuff. Let's see what else we got. I won't use these for now, just to avoid confusion. When you play the game, you will think, wait, I don't have that stuff, so what's the point in showing you stuff you don't can use yet? So storage container we will use. Each has 24 slots. There are bigger ones later. This is to store fluids, but you see it needs some more advanced stuff. I don't have that. I could get it, but I won't get it yet. And here are some other stuff. Transport, as I mentioned, this solar-driven truck. And you can use these beams to create some nice stuff also. So basically, you could be very creative in this game if you want to. Just to build stuff for the fun of it. One of my ideas that I will try to build later on is to build like a statue or a model of one of the transport ships from Space 1999, or as they call it in Sweden, Månbas Alpha. That series that only had 2 seasons. It was very much ahead of its time. But and I can use these foundations also to make something nice to walk on. Let's see, I could use like this to make mud foundation, as you see here. I can hook it up like this with pressing control. That means I kind of decide that I want that there. So let's put one more there. And now it looks a little bit more cozy for me. I thought, why not? Let's build one there. And let's add one there and there. This way, I get everything on the same level when I'm building it later on. So I thought this is a good, instead of having to wait for foundations, I can use these special foundations. And this will make it much more smooth for me building, as you see. This is power. You see down in the center, 1 for building power, 2 draw power lines, 3 conveyor belt, and 4 for the pole. I can drag and add anything I like to this. And I have several, I think I have 8 different action bars I can use. So I can combine whatever I like. So this concrete looks pretty nice. Hey, Mischief, how nice to see you. Welcome. I hope you like this game. So anyways, we have completed tier 0. And before I start to really build anything more, I've just got us the starting base. And I will, next time I'm going to build those ore extractors, and I'm going to process and start to produce those basic stuff. That's pretty tedious, but it needs to be done. But now look at this little birdie. He's standing and singing. Okay, sorry, I didn't need to disturb you when you're singing. So this is the start of our base, and I think this is a good spot to save. I'm going to call it the first live. Oh, I have locked my shift key. First live, and it is today's date is 9/06, I think. Yeah. This way I can keep better track of what save to go for. So back to main menu. Yes, we want to go to main menu. And with that, I think this is a symbol of Coffee Stain Studios. And there you see the cute little doggo. I just love that little creature. So, I hope you had a fun time with me. This is still early access, but not for long because the official first release is coming up. And I'm so looking forward to that one. And let's exit the game for now. Yeah, I want to quit the game. That's why I told you. And I'm back to the studio now. Thank you for the hug. Always nice to see you, Mischief. And I'm about to be done. I'm going to have some dinner, late dinner for myself. And thank you to all who's been with me today. It was another 2-hour set. I was kind of planning of 1.5 hour, but yeah, I'm good at procrastinating. So things kind of stretch out time-wise. I hope this is a game of might pique your interest. In that case, let me know, and we can continue with this one. Otherwise, I'm kind of setting up different kind of games like Planet Crafter, Foundry, this Satisfactory, Shapes. I will try to get Shapes 2 when I can afford it. Maybe Worshippers of Cthulhu also, because that sounds a little bit fun to have that power. And there are some other games too. I might even throw in some Project Ascension later on, but for now, it has been a pleasure to share some time with you and hanging out with you. And if you like my content, please press that like. If you feel I'm doing something bad or something wrong, let me know in comments or send me an email. I mean, I'm always open for constructive critique and ideas. Or if you want to do a cooperation or stuff like that, you're more than welcome to approach me. And with that, I'm thanking you for this time and sending you lots of hugs to all of you, and hope to catch you all soon again. So let's find that end stream button, and I think I'm going to present that end picture again. Yes, this one is a good one to share. So here we go with this one. That's me. That's me in the corner. And gaming with DJNIKO. And today we played some Satisfactory. And take care all, and I hope to see you soon again.